Hello there. In this video we're looking at self-propel shower chairs, working with shower toilets and in particular side exit soil pipes. The rules that I talk about now when working with self-propel shower chairs also apply to a normal toilet. But when we are dealing with a self-propel shower chair, we need the toilet to be obstruction free at the back. And that's simply because self-propel shower chairs have bigger wheels, which means the overall length of the chair is greater than, say, an attendant shower chair. Something like a side exit soil pipe that you can see here would actually stop the shower chair from going fully back. And that then typically means, yes, while people may be able to get the number twos into the toilet, often you find that they urinate on the floor, and because of that they end up using urine bottles, which is actually unnecessary if you just take it in consideration at time of assessment. So, to give you an example, I'm going to wheel this shower chair over. We've got a side exit soil pipe in place at the minute. And if we imagine this was real life scenario, we would get to here and the shower chair can't go any further back because the big wheels are now being striked by the side exit soil pipe. And to give you an example, you can see my hand clearly coming through the front. The two apertures are not aligned. So I'll just take it away for a second. And I'm just going to remove this. So now we're obstruction free. So how do we get obstruction free? Typically we would look at boxing in the wall behind the toilet. It can be simply the width of the toilet, it can be the whole wall, it really depends on the bathroom itself, but we need an area that is obstruction free. And with that, you can then wheel your shower chair as far back as it needs to go. Now what happens typically with most shower chairs working with our shower toilet is this metal bar touches up to the front of a ceramic, and that puts the apertures of the shower chair and the toilet perfectly in line with each other. With our toilet, we can then adjust the position of the wash arm because everyone's bottom is different, especially when using different shower chairs. So using the arrow buttons on our remote control, we can now extend or reduce the length of the wash arm so it washes a person in the right place. In years gone by, with shower toilets, you would find that people would be get quite inventive, they'd be putting pieces of tape on the side of the chair, and they'd be putting pieces of tape on the side of the toilet, and when the two tapes lined up, they were pretty much in the right place to be washed. It's not exactly hygienic, it's not the best thing, and it's not a great look to have in your bathroom with tape hanging about everywhere. So with our toilet, you simply push the chair back as far as it can go, and then you adjust the wash arm to line it up. We also have a function on our shower toilet which makes the wash arm oscillate, so it wiggles forward and backwards. Again, in years gone by, carers would stand at the front or two side by side, depending on the weight of the client, and they would spend a couple of seconds doing this with a client. What we're trying to do is achieve a washing moment, a wiping movement, if you like. Again, with our toilet and the oscillating wash, it does it for you. So you genuinely can wheel the chair all the way back, set the wash arm to the position that it's needed, and have it oscillating function, so we remove a lot of time spent with a client. And it really does mean then that the carer can be left on their own and they know they're going to get washed and we're going to get cleaned in the right place. This particular example, this is from Osprey Healthcare, the self-propel. It's actually height adjustable, so we can have it as a standard setup, you can have it as a setback setup for amputees, but because it's height adjustable, it can be then set to the height of the carer who's pushing it, so we don't need to stoop down. We can set it to the height of the client who's in it, and maybe we've got very long legs and we need it quite high of a seat height setting to allow the foot plates to extend fully. This chair's capable of doing it. Doesn't make any difference for us with our toilet because all we ever need to know is once the chair is set up, what is the distance from this metal bar to the floor? And whatever it is, we typically knock 10-15 millimeters off that measurement, and that's the height we would install the toilet to the top of the seat height. So again, if you take note as the chair wheels over, how close it gets to the chair. And because the seat has got a skirt built into it, we don't get any liquids or soiling escaping outwards going down, and we don't get loss of wash function coming up, and we don't get the heat escaping as well. And what the skirt also does is help to keep the toilet seat clean. Okay, I hope you found that useful. Many thanks for watching. Take care.